Good day. We are here to present to you our final project for the subject ITE 113 Management Information Systems entitled Significance of Management Information Systems for Enhancing Strategic and Tactical Planning. I am Geraldine Aquino and here are my group members Rodalisa Agoto, Apple Grace Nicolas, Christine Ann Suliman, and Rosaline Peralta. This presentation contains the introduction, methodology, presentation of findings, conclusions, and recommendations. Introduction. Organizations are seeking to improve their agility by streamlining the decision-making process. Many modern corporations have been preoccupied with the cycle of incremental investments in and adoption of new information system components. During the previous decade, a large number of financial institutions are adopted management information systems to help with service delivery. In a bank's information system, there is always a potential crisis which makes the bank endure an insufficiency. If relevant information required in the decision-making process or an organization planning is not available at the appropriate time, then there is a good chance to be a poor organization planning. The nature of globalization and competitiveness in the market stress on the importance of developing an organization capability through better enhancing MIS. The purpose of this research is to explore the extent to which management information systems are used to make effective decisions of long and short-term planning in two financial organizations at the Kingdom of Bahrain. The study will examine whether the government financial institution for case 1 and the private financial institution for case 2 differ as to the use of management information systems for leadership decision makes in short and long-term planning. This paper aims to evaluate the impact of current MIS models being developed at the selected organizations and how far they practice this concept in order to enhance their tactical and strategic planning.
For methodology, the study adopts the quantitative research approach to better examine those hypotheses by establishing many hypotheses. Research questions and hypotheses. The following research questions have been formulated to achieve the current study goal. Figure 1 illustrates the proposed model and elements influencing the decision-making process. For survey instrument, on a Likert scale 1 to 5 with responses ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree, the participants were asked to express their opinions. Using the statistical program for social sciences, the acquired data was examined using the correlation and regression analysis. The major rationale for consulting literature when creating a questionnaire is to assure the survey high reliability and validity. The questionnaire was discussed with various levels of bank management and pilot study was done among low-level bank employees using a personal relationship. Population and data collection. In case 1 and 2, both the population for the study is top management, mid-level management, and regular staff. There were 190 forms in all of which were distributed equally, each bank with 95 survey forms. Case 1 has 12% managerial jobs, whereas Case 2 has 14%. Managers and bank personnel were approached at random in a convenience sample. The distribution took place in early March 2010 during a 3-week period. The survey was written in English. Data analysis. To evaluate the data from the survey, the current study used Statistical Package for Social Science Software Volume 19.
For the presentation of findings, the result of the factors analysis tests are presented, as well as the results of correlation analysis of the three variables: strategic planning, tactical planning, and the effectiveness of decision making. The paper concludes with a review of the research objectives and hypotheses of the study. The result of correlation reveals that strategic planning 0.318 and 0.01 found to be strongly and positively correlated with the bank's decision-making effectiveness, while tactical planning 0.263 and 0.05 found to be positively correlated with the bank's decision-making effectiveness. A linear regression analysis was conducted to examine the extent to which the independent variables, strategic planning and tactical planning, influence the succession effectiveness of the bank decision-making dependent variables. The independent variables were regressed across organization outcomes. Table 2, 3, and 4 summarize the results of the linear regression analysis. The results of regression reveals that the model is significant, 0.01, and the coefficient of, of determination of the regression is 0.490, indicating that 49% of the variation in the independent variable decision-making effectiveness was explained by independent variables included in the regression. The result of regression indicated that the variance in the effectiveness of the bank decision making is explained by only one variable, strategic planning, while tactical planning found not to affect the effectiveness of the bank decision making process.
According to the findings of the study, MIS should be capable of providing appropriate and high-quality information to its users from the time it is generated. To be vital and effective, MIS requires a carefully conceived, designed, and executed database to communicate adaptive decisions. The research team created two independent variables, the strategic and tactical planning, and one dependent variable, the effectiveness of bank decision making. This study adopted the quantitative research design and used advanced statistical methods, and the study considered applied research. The descriptive data reveals that MIS is primarily used to improve strategic planning in banks, and also MIS is the least implemented in tactical planning. Correlation results reveal the strategic and tactical planning are positively correlated with the bank's DM effectiveness. A linear regression analysis was performed for further investigation to determine the extent to which the independent variables, strategic planning and tactical planning influence the succession effectiveness of the bank decision making, which is the dependent variable. The regression results revealed that the model is significant with a coefficient of determination of 0.490. The regression results showed that only one variable, the strategic planning, explains the variance in the effectiveness of bank decision making. However, the study found that tactical planning has no effect on DM effectiveness.
And for the recommendation, the MIS unit should be adequately maintained to ensure the free flow of information and adequate use of MIS in decision-making and strategic and tactical planning. A proper orientation should be conducted in order to help managers at all levels as to ensure proper and adequate use of MIS facilities in generating and disseminating information for better decision in the banks. An MIS should be designed and operated related to organizations, management, and technical factors. The organization's top management should participate in enhancing MIS and make an effective contribution to system design. The information specialists, including system analysts, designer, ITC personnel, accountants, and operation researchers, should cooperate and become more conscious and aware of managerial functions needs so that more effective MIS is developed. Finally, we believe that to enhance MIS, banks or any organizations that use MIS to enhance its decision-making processes should develop effective communications channels between management and information professional. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.